What it is, YouTube, man? It's Big T Ward, man. I'm back at y'all with another video, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Follow your boy, man. Make sure you follow me on all platforms. TikTok, of course, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Let's go get it, man. I know it's been a minute, man, since I uploaded anything, guys. So, before I get started, man, there's big things happening, man. Got my LLC, man. We about to start Hot Shot Trucking. A lot of things about to come about, man. So I just been working behind the scenes, man, getting things done, getting things prepared, doing my research, man, staying out the way, staying low key, and trying to get everything up and running, man. So that's the reason why you hadn't seen me in a while, man. So I put little snippies here and there, but really been on it, man. So that out the way, man. Let's get to this boxing, man. Let's get to this boxing. All right, man, we got some good fights, man. I think the Tank Davis and Lamont Roach 2, I think that fight's going to happen in August, man. I think it's going to happen in August. So we got a few months for that, man. August 16th is from what I've been seeing, like around Instagram, stuff like that. Now, I haven't really seen anything on Tank, Instagram page or Lamont Roach's page. So I don't know. But that's the little thing that's going around. Now, as far as Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, they supposed to fight in September. So it's supposed to be like September 12th to 13th. I know I've seen a couple of things that the date changed from the 13th to the 12th and, different things like that. But I know the fight is supposed to be in September. So we all gonna wait on that, man. So, hey, guys, I'm gonna get my predictions on the fights, man. Starting out with Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Lamont Roach, man. Now, I'm going to go back to the first fight. Like, the first fight, man, the build up to the fight was, everybody was kind of down in Lamont Roach, man. Everybody was kind of pushing him to the side, like, Tank choosing a nobody, or Tank is about to fight a guy we don't know, a bomb, or whatever the case. Now, I've seen a few of Lamont Roach fights. The one that he did lose, I thought he won. But, all around, he's a solid dude. Okay? He's a solid fighter. Nothing crazy. Nothing, nothing just, extravagant. Nothing wild and stuff like that. But he is a solid guy. Solid chin. Good defense, man. Decent power from, for the weight class he's in. Now, my thing is this. When him and Tank fought the first time, I think Tank kind of needed that, man. You know what I mean? The reason why I say that, follow me on this. I think he needed that kind of fight because everybody is used to Tank coming in, watching everybody, coming in, getting them out of there, waiting them out, getting them tired, get them out of there in the 8th, 9th round, some shit like that. Now, what I think, man, him and Tank fought, previously when they were kids, amateurs and all this kind of stuff. So I think they pretty much knew each other, right? So, Tank couldn't wait him out. He couldn't do his usual tactics like wait him out, wait till he drain out, get tired, and all that kind of stuff. Now, it was some controversial things in the fight, but they did fall on Tank. Now, I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but I think Tank, man, kind of played the cautious role with Roach. He didn't want to throw nothing crazy because he knew Roach was looking for that. Roach was looking for that, that look, you know what I mean? He was looking for the little moves, the little gestures, the little fake outs, you know what I'm saying? He was looking for the feints and, and stuff like that from Tank. And Tank was doing the same thing. Now, Tank was kind of talking to him, trying to get him out of his rhythm, talking, you know what I mean? And I think Roach didn't fall for it until like later. I think like later on, I think he kind of fell for it, and Tank kind of, slipped in a few punches, stuff like that. So now to go and say that Roach just beat Tank, nah, now you could go and call when Tank took the knee a knockdown, which in all intents and purposes, it is. Once you take a knee, it's a knockdown. I don't care how you look at it, how you slice it, it's a knockdown once you take a knee, right? Now, that was up to the ref to make that call. Ref didn't make that call, so wasn't no Tank. Whether something got in his eye or whatever the case, whatever it was. He took a knee. The count should have started. I agree. Now, I didn't say that Roach just did anything to just really make Tank take a knee. You know what I mean? Like, people are asking, acting like, Roach did something to make Tank kind of take a knee and, oh, yeah, you could, nah, man, I ain't gonna go that far and say all that, man. I just think, whether something got in his eye or not, I don't think Tank was tired. I don't think he got hurt in the fight. I don't think it was none of that. Whether something got in his eye or not, probably some sweat, rolled down. He didn't want to get caught with nothing stupid, which is, understandable. But that was up to the referee to start counting. He didn't count. So that wasn't Tank's fault. Tank did everything right. Took the knee, something wrong, you know what I mean? And he just went to the corner, which, the ref gonna tell you to go to the corner anyway. You know what I'm saying? But, on and on, the fight was good. I like them type of fights, man. I like them back and forth seesaw battles. You know what I mean? I don't like the, you coming in, every opponent you get, you just knocking them out or you stopping them or, some kind of because everybody's going to get used to you doing that. If you don't, then the minute the time you don't do it or the fight that you don't knock the dude out, oh, man, Tank, man, hey, he ain't what he said he would, man. We thought Tank was so-and-so. That's why people don't understand boxing, man. Casual fans, and you got boxing experts and boxing analysts, analysts and all this kind of stuff. The casual boxing fan will be like, oh, man, I thought Tank was, man, Roach did this, And I talk to cats all the time, like, man, hey, Roach was good, Roach put him on him, man. Come on, bro. But I think Tank needed that kind of fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, reminds you, bro, you ain't gonna knock everybody out. Not saying you ain't got no power, but you're not gonna knock every guy out that you come up against, right? Now, Roach, on the other hand, he had a lot to gain. You know what I'm saying? He had really nothing to lose, but he had a lot to gain. So, I think he gained some respect to people, and he did what he needed to do. You know what I mean? Now, me personally, I put Roach in there with Shakur Stevenson. I put him in there with Keyshawn Davis, and I think he beat both of them guys. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be real. I think Roach beat both of them dudes. Side note, Abdullah Mason. I think if he fight Keyshawn Davis or Shakur Stevenson, he gonna beat both of them dudes. You know what I mean? I'm keeping it 100, man. I'm keeping it $1. So, somebody need to get that dude a chance. But I'm gonna talk about him in another video, man. But as far as, Roach, his future, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Even if he loses to Tank, man, he still can get in there with Keyshawn Davis or Shakur Stevenson and beat both of them guys, take their belt. You know what I mean? Just being real. You know what I mean? I think Roach, man, is a good fighter, good solid dude. Take a punch, I don't know about his footwork and stuff like that because him and Tank kind of stood in the pocket the whole fight. So, as far as footwork, but his defense and, and all that, his timing, he's on it. You know what I mean? But I think Roach beats Shakur Stevenson. I think Lamont Roach beats Keyshawn Davis. You know what I mean? If they come down to it, But they sit around and agree to a fight, and I think he beat both of them guys. You know what I mean? But that's what I got, man. Part 2 of the fight, I think Tank gonna come out a different person. I think he ain't gonna sit around and give away the early rounds. I think he gonna be, we have a bit of a strategy, a bit of a game plan, to get Roach up out of there. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a chess match. So I think Tank gonna come in. I think his footwork is a little bit better than Roach. I think his movement, stuff like that, is a little bit better. So I think, if he, get Roach out of his rhythm, kind of get him off balance, Tank gonna get him out of there. Not saying Tank can't knock him out now. Don't get it twisted now just because he didn't knock the dude out or whatever. No, don't think he can't. Like I said, I get Roach's props, man. Nothing bad to say about the guy. He did what he needed to do, man. He put up a hell of a fight. And it came out a draw, man. I mean, I couldn't ask for nothing more. You know what I mean? So I think the second fight is gonna be very interesting, man. I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna see it, man. So y'all know, man, your boy gonna come back with his commentary and let y'all know what I thought and about the fight and everything, man. So, but let's go on, man, to Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Now, I'm gonna speak on Crawford. Okay, Terrence Crawford, man, best pound for pound right now. You know, I get that to him. Dude is a complete package. When I say complete package, bro, it's my complete package. I'm talking about, you know, not even about all the switching, you know, the orthodox and southpaw stuff is, even though that's a factor, but the dude, ring IQ, man, and, you know, his timing, bro, with footwork, movement, you know, punch placement, man, you know, being able to fight out the back foot, front foot, you know, side to side, man, go around the ring, whatever it is, the dude got the whole package, bro. So, you know, on top of that, he got power with his shots, man. So, to me, complete fighter, bro. Like, complete, man. But they ain't got two coaches for nothing. All right. So, with him, man, can he beat Canelo Alvarez? Yes. If y'all notice, man, Canelo get hits a lot. He get hit a lot. Okay. He's a guy that walk to you. You know, that's his same punch that he throws every time, bro. Every time he walks to you, take a few of your punches and try to, you know, and once you throw one, he try to time you and bam, you know, hit you with a hook. He does it even in the weigh-ins. He said that he do it every time, bro. He's gonna hit you with that same punch. So Canelo can't fight off the back foot. Y'all saw that in the Bivol fight when Canelo fought Bivol. He couldn't fight off the back foot. You know, he was tired. You know, even if he wasn't tired, he couldn't fight off the back foot. So I think Crawford, when he was on Shannon Sharp's show, Club Shay Shay, he said, y'all misinformed, man. Canelo can box. And not saying he can't box. He can't box off the back foot. I think he kind of giving the dude a little praise because he about to fight him. But he can't fight off the back foot, bro. He's not that good with it. You know, he gets hit a lot. He get hit a lot. You know what I mean? Now, Crawford is a guy that don't really get hit too much. You know what I'm saying? But when he does get hit, you know, now I've seen Crawford rocked in previous fights and stuff like that. People have rocked him and stuff like that. But as anybody can get hit on the chin and, you know, catch a little daze. Now, does he have to knock Canelo out to beat him? No. You know, nah. Now, is he going to win? Unless he just come in and be absolutely dominant like he did Spence. And I hate that. I hate that, man. But if he be dominant like he did Spence, man, against Canelo, you know what I'm saying? And beat him to the punch and timing and beating him up and stuff like that, they ain't gonna have no choice but to give it to Crawford. Now, if it be like that little close type shit, they gonna give it to Canelo. If it's even remotely close, they're gonna give it to Canelo because they're not gonna let a dude that came up from 135 to beat Canelo. It's just not gonna happen. So Crawford gonna have to be in there and be like 120%, man. Like he gonna have to, you know, like beat Canelo up. You know what I mean? Clean punches. You know, not even hard punches. You got to be clean punches that you can't deny it. You know what I mean? But hey, we all know how it go in boxing. We know the controversial stuff, man. We know how it goes. So now I will say this: if Crawford beat Canelo, then you know why he didn't fight Benavidez. And if Crawford beat him, okay, there's no point in Benavidez fighting him. There ain't no point. You know what I mean? What's gonna be the point for Benavidez to fight Canelo then? And that's the fight everybody want to see, bro. You ducking the dude that everybody wants you to fight. You go to fight this William Skoll dude. Nobody never heard of the cat. No disrespect to him, but nobody never heard of the dude, bro. Like, bro got like 20, he like 20 something old. Like, who you fought? Y'all name, I'll wait in the comments. Y'all name me who he fought. But what champion he fought. Now, if y'all seen his fights, tell me. Because I promise I haven't, man. I haven't seen his fight. So, you go fight a guy nobody knows nothing about. So they expect you to win, right? But you couldn't even, you know, you talking about you don't like runners. But he wasn't really running. He just got that Cuban style like Lara. You know, Lara do the same thing. You know, hit you with one or two punches, move around the ring, you know, and jab and to the stomach, you know, hit you with a hook or something, and he move around. Lara was the same type of fighter. Or he is the same type of fighter. And dude was the same way. Now, he was taking Canelo punches. Canelo was, you know, when Canelo did connect, you know, Buddy still shook that stuff off and kept moving. You know what I'm saying? So, but now, you know, all the excuses come from Canelo now. You know what I mean? Canelo losing a step. He's getting old. You know, now when Crawford get ready to fight him, he's getting old now. See, that's going to be the thing with Crawford, man. If Crawford beat him, they're going to say Canelo was too old. He lost a step. If Crawford lose, oh, he was too little anyway to, he coming up 3 weight classes to fight, Canelo, blah, 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 right? So either way, Crawford gonna get the bad end of the stick. Okay? They gonna have all kind of excuses for Canelo to say why he didn't win or why he lost. It's gonna be excuse for him. When he lose, he's getting too old. He lost a step. He win, Crawford was too little. So it's a win-win on his end. But for Crawford, it's gonna be lose-lose. You know what I'm saying? So still, I think Benavidez and Canelo was the best fight to try to make. Why they didn't make that fight, I don't understand. Don't know why. I think it was stupid for Canelo to just keep ducking the dude and kept ducking him. I think that was just dumb. You know what I mean? But, he in that position, man, to pick the fights he want. Hey, what can you say, man? He was there to pick who he want to fight, and they let him do what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think he should have fought Benavidez way back. I'm talking about way back, bro. So, like I say, if he fight him now, he's like Canelo too old or too much wear and tear, and it's all type of excuses. So, because people don't want their favorite fighter to lose, and I know that, man. I know how that feels. You want your favorite fighter to get on out of pocket, man, because that's how it was for Spence. Spence, man, still my favorite fighter. I don't know if he's coming back or what he's doing, but everybody want him to have that fight with Crawford again, man. But what Spence gonna do? That's up to Spence, man. But like I say, he still go down, man, one of the greatest fighters. So, but we'll wait to see, man, to see how the Crawford and Canelo fight gonna play out, and we're gonna see how Gervonta Davis and then Lamont Roach fight gonna play out, man. So 2 good fights coming up, man. Can't wait to see them. But like I say, man, side note, keep your eye on Abdullah Mason, man. That dude is coming, bro. Buddy is from like Ohio. I'm in Ohio now, man. So that little young cat, man, is coming up. Man, it's gonna be some problems for some people, bro. If Buddy get him a good title shot, bro, it's over. He gonna take it and run. You know what I mean? He's gonna take it and run with it, man. I see that dude at the top of besides Tank, bro. Buddy gonna be at the top of the 135 weight class. Hey, leave it in the comments if you disagree. Right now, Abdullah Mason is behind Tank, man. Right now, as the next top guy, Abdullah Mason.
Which result would you like?
And I think he's the next guy. You know what I'm saying? So if you agree, man, leave it in the comment section. If you don't agree, leave it in the comment section, man. We can argue about it. I'm here for it. All the smoke, I'm with it. You know what I mean? But Abdullah Mason, man, if you haven't watched him, man, go watch the guy fights. And y'all tell me what you think. You know what I mean? Tell me what y'all think, man. I'm talking about him. When he go up in competition, bro, it's still going to be the same. You know what I mean? He's a young guy, man. They got power, speed. You know what I mean? Quick feet, quick reflexes. You know what I'm saying? I think the only thing, man, that I see him he need to tighten up on is defense. He get caught with shots, being too overconfident. You know what I mean? So he get caught with a few little things that he shouldn't get caught with. But, that's just him being like, he overexert himself. When he gets somebody hurt, he jump on him and bam, he get caught with something. It's like a flash knockdown type of thing. He don't be hurt. Just like a bam, oh shit, it surprised me and he'll get up, you know what I mean? But, I think if he work on the little defense a little bit, because he got the footwork, man, little side steps, he just move to the side, bah, you know what I mean? He got that all, man, bro. But he gonna be the next dude, man. I don't see nobody else really, coming up behind him. You know what I mean? Not right now, bro. So like I say, man, Abdullah Mason, boy, next up, man. Next up, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Like I think Buddy is gonna be the next, the next guy at 135, man. If not, he can move up to 140, man. His frame, the way he look, he probably move up to 140. You know what I'm saying? If he can't get none of them guys like, Shakur or Keyshawn Davis at 130, 135 type, I think Buddy gonna probably go to 140. He can easily campaign at 140, man, from his frame. So I think 140, man, he probably end up going to 147. You know what I mean? But definitely now, like 135, 140, he can definitely campaign at both of them in weight classes, man. So But yeah, keep your eyes on it, man. But that's all I got for now, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and follow your boy. Make sure you follow me on all platforms, man. And be on the lookout, man, for Big T and Todd Transport LLC, man. We are starting this hotshot thing, man. It's gonna come to fruition. We already did our homework, and we about to start a different thing, man. I'll talk about that in another video, man. So, but for now, meantime, between time, make sure you like my comment and subscribe. Join the Big T Ward movement, man. Out.
Beats by Terrell.